Two, three. Hello, my name is Stephen. So today I'll be your counselor. And how can I address you?
My name is Hema Ganesh, but you can call me Ganesh.
Okay, that's good, Ganesh. So before we start our counseling session, I have to inform you that all the conversation that we are having right now is just between us,
Okay.
and it will stay privacy. And let's say if you having problems, and to face that problems you always like harm yourself or you harm other people, I'm sorry, we have to end this session, and we have to continue it with a third party. So is that okay, Emma?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay.
So Ganesh, tell me, what you have been dealing with lately?
For now, actually, I'm a student from MSU, so I'm doing degree in computer science. The problem usually students face is usually it's like assignments, and then financially they'll be like hostel life is hard, right? But for me it's not just that, but it's more like working and studying environment, which is very hard to cope with. I'm doing degree in computer science. This is going to be my second year. So for now, for a student, students actually don't buy a car and then they tanggung themselves lah. They will seek for parents' money and everything. But for me, I don't burden my parents, so because they are actually financially down because of this COVID and everything from these 2 years. So for now, I'm working and studying. So my daily routine is like I'll wake up at 6 o'clock and then I'll go to work, and then from 6 to 12 I'll be working, and then there will be classes in the middle. Then I'm doing Grab, so I won't be going classes. Everything is online, so I'll be having two phones, one for Grab and one for studies online classes. So I'll be attending like that, and then there won't be any concentration in the class. Just for the attendance, I'll be attending the class. And then for the financial things is like actually I have some debts because of some issues lah. So I need to settle everything, and then my monthly payments, like for my car I have to pay around 500, and then house rental around 500, and then phone bills and extra for eating and everything. So it's quite hard to cope with my studies, and then it's really tiring actually. So from 6 to 12 I'll be working, and then from 12 to 6 o'clock I'll be working also, but then at the same time I'll be attending classes. And then after 6 o'clock I'll come back home and then bathe and everything. There won't be any time to actually concentrate in studies. So that's the thing. It's quite simple, but when we work on it, it's kind of hard. Yeah.
I understand. So what you were saying that you're feeling maybe mentally and physically exhausted because you are studying and working at the same time, and you don't have time for your own self, which is we call as a me time. So which really makes you stressed, and as you said, you have difficulties to coping with your studies because you're working. So there's no like a me time or like a study time for you. It's just like after classes, you're straight to the work and so on. So is that true, Emma?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. So moving on to your studies, Ganesh. Since you're working as a Grab driver, right? So since you said like from morning to 6 you'll be like attending classes, and at the night maybe probably like 6 or 7 you'll be like driving Grab, like maybe till midnight. So how do you cope with your assignments and like task or any tutorials that given by the lecturers or by the university? So how you cope with that?
For the assignments and everything, actually, if I attend the class, I won't be really concentrating anything on the class. So for the assignments and everything, after work, I will. That's the time, the last minute time. So I'll be using that time to finish up my assignments. So that 1 2 weeks, it's going to be so hectic. I'll be working also. I won't be stopping the work. I'll still be working, and then I'll do my assignments overnight, and then no sleep and everything. The assignments are actually hard because I'm taking a programming subject.
Mm-hmm.
It's a programming course, so we need more of practices and everything. So how I manage my assignments is like, just like that time, it like I'll watch YouTube videos, and then I'll ask my friends. Usually it's more to group work, right? So I'll take the simple ones and everything. So sometimes the submissions will be late, and then the marks will be affected, so it's going to affect my CGP also, right? So it's going to affect the whole degree. So what I plan is like, it's not going to be like this until the end of the semester. It cannot be like this because coming to the end of the semester, it's going to be more hectic because of the projects and everything. So it just is because of the first year, it's a little easy, and then yeah. So I'm working on my financial things, more concentrating more on my financial things now, and maybe if when I become stable one day, I'll be concentrating more on my studies, and then give a comeback, something like comeback on my degree. So yeah.
Okay, I see. So what you were saying that coping with your assignments is kind of very hard, right? Since you're working as a Grab driver. So I truly understand that, because it's not easy, because as you said that you're not trying to burden your parents, and you're working on your own. That is very good, which is very good, and it's not easy. It's not an easy path for you. So I truly understand that. So Hema, so back to the questions. Okay, you said that your family are financially unstable, right? So can you like explain like why do they like financially unstable? Like how does the COVID affect your parents until your parents become like financially unstable and you like not depending on them anymore?
Okay, so my parents are doing business actually, like tailoring, and then my parents have a restaurant, actually two restaurants, one in Penang and one in Sungai Petani. But my parents were actually stable, yeah. They were stable enough, but then they are willing to give me money, but they are in a very hard situation, so I don't want to trouble them. It's not like my parents are working in a very hard like MPPP or anything, not like that, but it's business, right? So during this COVID, the businesses are very down and everything. So there were no customers, there were no workers coming from India. So many of our workers had went back to India because of their personal problems and everything. So already the business is very less, and then moreover the workers are, we don't have any manpower to be running a restaurant. So when there is no manpower in business, it's automatically going to go down, because when we go to a restaurant, let's say if it's a big restaurant and then there's only 2 workers working over there, the services will be late, the food will be not nice, because everything will be in a hurry when they cook, right? So even the customers will be getting mad, and then we'll be finding other restaurants. And then during this pandemic, even the people, they don't have money, because many of them lost their jobs and everything. So they don't want to come out and spend. So during that 1 year period, it was almost zero. So we have to pay our rentals, we have to pay our car loans, house loans, and everything. So it was going very negatively. But that time I was okay, but that time was okay, because for me they had a moratorium of the car and everything. For my loans, they gave me time. So it was okay that time. And then after 6 months, it started back for me to be paying the loans and everything. So now it's kind of hard, because before this my parents will be helping me and all. Now they cannot. And then the businesses and everything, during the COVID time, it's nothing. Now everything is fine and everything. So it's not going to be picked up very fast. It's going to be at least taking like 2-3 years, because
slowly like that.
Yeah, slowly like that and everything. So during this Raya was very good. The people, everything came out, everything. So my parents are actually coming back a little lah. But then my income is always constant and everything. So yeah, I had to work like maybe another few months just to stabilize myself, and then get into good shape before I entered the studies, because I really couldn't concentrate on studies because of this financial status, these financial things, right? So that's what I'm facing now. And then you asked me about my parents, right? Yeah, actually, they were very bad, because my parents had COVID also. And then my mom was severe. She was in a severe stage, almost to stage 4, but then she came back good, and then everything went good. And then my dad also had COVID, but his one wasn't very serious, lah. So we had to quarantine for 2 times actually, 2 times. So everything was going very bad, but now it's going good. But I'm still managing myself to be financially freedom, and then to be coming back to my studies and everything.
Okay, I understand that. So what you were telling that your parents are doing business and they had a lot of losses during this pandemic, since they have a business like restaurants and tailorings, right? So due to that, they might have some financially unstable. So that makes you to like maybe because of that they like can't like give you like money and so on. So that makes you like have a lot of stress about it and overthink about it. So is that true, Emma?
Yeah, it's true. It's not actually a normal student's life. It's a different student life.
Yeah, it's really different.
Yeah.
Because when as usual, when we come to private university, the stereotypes will be like, oh, you're studying in private university, so you must be rich kid. So yeah, but we know that each and every every person that studies in private university, they have a own story to tell. Doesn't mean everyone is rich. So yeah, I truly understand that and what you're going through right now. And Hema, back to the question, still with the financial question. So you say that you need to financially stabilize and you need to like give a comeback for you financially. May I ask you like what type of debt or like what type of uh, financial problems that you're facing right now, which makes you to like work overtime or like do part time while studying and so on. So, what are the financial debts and financial issues that you are facing right now?
Actually, before the second or third lockdown, the last lockdown was second or third.
I think the third.
Okay, the before the third lockdown, I was working like this too, but then it was very easy for me to cope with my studies because it was my first semester, so the subjects were all easy and everything. So I was more into work also, and then that time I didn't have any problem. That time I wanted to have some savings, so I worked overnight and everything. It was I stayed in my cousin's house that time, and then I can get house food. Everything was free and everything, no rentals, right? I saved around 20,000 before the last lockdown came.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I went back to my hometown during the lockdown, and I was happy because I had some bank balance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to try some business using that money to be investing in anything like that. So uh, I trusted some of my friends actually by giving them money and everything, and then sadly they didn't pay me back. Like they totally cut me off and everything. So I had to pay these people. So the 20,000 was like everything was gone and everything, and then moreover it's the 20,000 wasn't enough. It was like more than 20,000. So I took like it's like personal loans with very high interest. So I'm settling one by one with that. So that's what it happened like 6 months ago, and I haven't still finished up my tabs yet. So hopefully now is my ending of my semester. Hopefully I'll be finishing everything off before the next semester starts, because I don't know, right, like how hard the subject would be. Like failing is also hard because every subject have to pay like 1,000 ringgit, and then it takes up our time. I'm already 24 doing degree, so I have to finish up very fast and then go to what we want to work for and everything. So this is the situation I'm in now.
I truly understand that. So what you were telling that you really didn't have money problems like previous 6 months ago, but when you started to have savings and you try to grow the money more, and eventually your friends like betrayed you in the money, which like they didn't pay you back and they just gone, and which you took all the blame and you pay all the money, which even you took loan to pay it. So that are one of the reason that which makes you like mentally stressed and exhausting. So is that true, Hema?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's like from high to negative. It's not like 0 to negative. It was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm okay. I'm very stable. And that type of mindset, having that type of mindset, then like within few months it changed drastically. So that's the impact that having mental distractions.
I understand. So Hema, when you face this type of when you as you said before that, you were like financially good and very stable. It's like not too low, not medium, but you was very good, in a very good position. So when you trust people who betrayed you and you trust them, and they make you to came up with a situation where you have to work hard to earn the money back. So what are the emotions that came up into yourself when all these things happens?
Okay, first of all, during that time, I was very stable and everything, and then I liked a girl, so I gave her hope, like not about money, but I'm good, I'm okay, so I'll take care of you also and everything. That type of stage, and then she trusted me and everything at that time. And then when I came to this stage, I even couldn't. First, you have to help yourself. Then only you can help others. I think that. So in that situation, it's very hard to cope with. It's like it's not hard physically, but it's mentally like emotionally like, oh, I can I cannot take care of myself also. How can I take care of you? Like, do your thing and everything. Like, I'll be explaining to her and everything, right? So that time, like, once in a while, like, we'll be thinking like, one day, like, I was thinking like, I was good and everything. Why did I came to this situation again and everything? Like anxiety attack. It's something like that. Yeah, it's something like anxiety attack. Once in a while. So I can work. It's not like I'm lazy and everything. It's not. My work is not boring because I'm earning so much per day. So I'm earning as per what I have took. So if I'm working like 9 to 5 with a 1,500 salary, it's never going to be done with my debt. So it's like earning so much, and at the same time I'm paying off this.
Yeah, you're losing at the same
like,
time.
so I have planned like don't drag this until 1 year, 2 years. Let's put the work and then finish up this by 3 months, 4 months. So that was my target, but I couldn't do that in the time. So maybe I took extra 2 months and everything. So it was around 6 months. It's going to be around 6 months to be finishing all this.
So what you were telling is that day by day or monthly, you started to having anxiety attacks because you're facing all those problems with your debts and all the tensions that in your mind that you have to pay it and you have to work for it, and you don't have time for yourself, like enjoying your teenager's life. So that makes you like develop an anxiety attack in yourself. So is that true,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I understand about that. So Hema, let's back to the anxiety attack. So when did you realize that you had an anxiety attack? Like what are the what situation like makes you realize that oh yeah, I'm having an anxiety attack? So what type of situation you face?
Situations like when I'm alone and everything. I cannot be alone most of the time because I'll be thinking about the problems like for almost like the whole day also sometimes. If there's a person beside me, I can share the problems to her even though she cannot help me anything also. I'll be sharing with her, so it will be feeling like anything also I have a person beside me. So just when I'm alone, it will be having that attack and everything, and then sometimes couldn't sleep, insomnia. Sometimes if I'm thinking about the problems, I cannot sleep and everything. So that time will be hard lah. Yeah.
I understand. So what are you saying that when you feeling alone and you start to getting stressed, and that's when the stress makes you to overthink, and which eventually develop an anxiety attack, which makes you to feel like, no, I can't be alone, I have to stay with someone so I can could be better. So is that true, Emma?
Yeah, that's true. No matter the person is numb or like they don't even have to understand our situation. Just have to be beside us. Just like besides talking to all, at least can talk to a person. At least they'll have a reaction, everything. So that's it.
Yeah, I understand. When we like facing problems, we don't expect any advices or like any attentions, but as long there's a person like listen to our problems, that already makes us to feel better, and
Correct.
and to make our day better, right? So yeah, I truly understand that. So Hema, from all the problems that you're facing right now, what's your expectation from these problems? What are the expectations?
I don't understand what you mean.
Okay. Let me elaborate to you. Like, what do you expect in future from your problems?
Like, what do I learn from my problem?
Like, what do you expect? Like, what type of solution that you expect from your problems?
Solution.
I mean, like, let's say you had problems with debt and everything, right? So, what do you expect your debt to be good in the future? It might be like that, or you to be financially stabilized in the future. It could be like that. So, that's an example that I'm giving. So, what do you expect from your problems?
What do I expect? So in the future, like the time now, what do I expect is, I don't think so I'll be lazy anymore, because if there's no this kind of things and everything, usually I'll be lazy, waking up very late, and then just attending classes online and everything. So this actually makes me active. Like in this age, working like this is very very good actually. Even if you are not getting that money, our activities, like daily activities, is going to be a practice for the future. Because somehow even if there's no debts and everything, one day when we are having family and everything, we have to earn money just to maintain our family. So it's a lesson, it's a good lesson actually.
Okay, I truly understand that. So, Hema, so before I end this session, do you have any questions, or you feel like you want to tell anything?
When we have something, we should be proud of that. We shouldn't be expecting more and more. We shouldn't be greedy. It will end up very bad. So that's all.
Yeah, that's true. Because greediness, you could lose everything. So I truly understand that. So Emma, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being yourself. You like maybe you was nervous at the first time, but now you like you're not nervous. You're really open-minded, and you being yourself. Just you explain almost all your problems to me. I truly appreciate that. And one more thing, I would like to say I'm really proud of you, it's very hard to meet hardworking students like you. Maybe you might messed up in your past, but you still like trying to overcome the problems. But it's just that you're having some mental health issues, and that's all. So I'm really proud of you. So Hema, so after this session, so do you feel a bit better? I mean, like I know we just met and we just talked. It won't be better 100%, but at least do you feel any better by any chance?
Yeah, actually, I feel better because when we open up to people, it makes us feel good. Yeah, I feel better.
I really understand that. So thank you so much for joining us, Emma. I will be seeing you on the next session. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.